We got the secondary feature table here. We got Faraz Jaka,
Yeah.
we got Joseph Cheong. So we'll be here for a little while we sort out the main feature table.
No, I think you're thinking wrong. I don't think he was bluffing. I don't think. No, he didn't even see it straight. That was your mistake.
If you're just tuning in, we have Faraz Jaka and Joseph Cheong at our secondary feature table.
Ace makes it straight and 6 beats that. And a flush beats that.
18. Call 1800.
I never bluff. And I still bust day 1. Doesn't matter what you do. Yeah. You just no set,
9
no
7
bet.
rainbow on the flop here. Cheong flops top pair. Not much there for Barbie, but he's going to bet 2K. Cheong happy to come along here. 3 on the turn gives Barbie a pair.
Bet 2000.
2,000 again on the turn here.
Raise to 6,000.
Cheong raising it up to 6,000, charging a little extra. Barbie did improve to a pair of 3s. Question now is,
terrible swapper.
is he going to want to see a river card here? Giving it some thoughts here, Donnie, with just a pair of 3s against the raise from Cheong.
Call 6.
And he makes the call.
Non-believer.
I was literally just gonna say
Non-believer.
non-believer indeed. River card is the queen of diamonds. Wow.
Bet 4,000.
And Barbie lets out for 4,000.
I have a 9.
Cheong makes the call. Announces he has a 9 and rakes in a really nice pot here.
There.
Action here, 4-way. Excuse me, 3-way.
I have a family and my wife likes
Barbie
TVs.
raised it up, and
Gotten a little
both
bit into the
Cheong and
normalcy.
Miner made the call. Ace 5-7 on the flop here. Miner
Selling point of what?
with the best of it.
2,600. 26.
Call.
Yeah, I know you're doing.
So this hand started with Barbie coming in with a raise to 1,800. Cheong called.
Glad to have done that for
Miner
some time.
called.
That's not what I want to be doing now.
On the flop went check from Miner. 2,600 from Barbie. Cheong makes the call. Miner also calls. 9 here on the turn.
Check.
Checks around.
Check.
Like a similar size competitor. Like Poker Coaching is probably the biggest competitor. They've been around for 12, 15 years. We've been around for 3 years. Similar markets.
Barbie betting 4,400 here on the river. Here we are back inside the horseshoe room.
Still not enough time to go there. But
Brent Barbie involved again, this time up against Joseph Cheong.
36. Call.
Cheong in a bit of a tricky spot here. Probably recognizes that Barbie is in there splashing around quite a bit. Has certainly been very active. So middle pair is something that Cheong's probably going to want to call down. You know, he's definitely calling the flop for sure. Let's see if Cheong can piece this together here on the turn. Barbie coming with the same bet size. Bet 3,600 on the flop, 3,600 again here. Cheong sticking around once again. King on the river, 2 pair for Barbie. Could be a card that allows Cheong to get away.
4,600.
A little bit of a larger sizing than he came with before. 46 this time. Cheong flicks it in.
Ben Miner still on top at our secondary feature table. Our big names, Joseph Cheong and Faraz Jaka, near the bottom of the standings. But as you all know, during the main event, that doesn't mean a whole lot because you got so many big blinds to play with. Joseph Cheong on 87 big blinds. That will be the chip lead, Donnie, in most tournaments.
Cheong comes in with the raise to 1,200 here. Davis calls with 3 deuce suited. Acosta calls from the small blind. Miner's in there from the big blind. 4-way action here. 8-4-4.
Check. Yeah, I'm gonna
Cheong
play.
still best here.
I always like.
See the percentages on your screen. It's got
never
92% in this
playing.
one.
It's
Action
like-
checks around. 6 on the
But
turn.
yeah, whatever. Like, if I, you know, at whatever point I'm playing, like, oh, there's all these things left. I've just been playing all the no limit stuff basically. Oh,
Action checks on the turn.
Yeah.
Cheong
I'm
is going to
not
come
playing
out
anything
betting this time.
like on the days
4,000.
off.
Davis and Acosta out of the
I
way.
have a appointment at a ketamine clinic tomorrow, so I'm gonna get blasted and hopefully get rid of my
Miner
lingering
also
nerve pain
folds
from
and-
last week.
Cheong picks that one up.
Well, Joe Cheong isn't going to take my line, of course. He's going to open the old Queen 9-0 right now.
When you lose, they don't understand.
We know Joseph Cheong loves to get in there and play some hits. I mean, come on.
Not that interesting.
Well, it's also, like I said before you joined us, it's kind of like gold mining. You know, you just looking to find some nuggets along the way, and sometimes it's the old Queen 9 that gets you into a good spot. 9 in the window. Joe is one of the more aggressive players. I think we can agree there.
Definitely.
Looking at his VPIP now for this particular day of the main, he's really right in line
We
there
have
at
a pretty awesome
26%.
community, though. It's pretty fun. A lot of people semi-retired.
Acosta lets it go.
so
Action
poker is their hobby.
back on Cheong here, and he's going to make the call out of
like when
position.
poker
Donnie,
players are
check call lines
pursuing
probably favorable
whatever,
here
you know,
in this type of
wants to make
situation.
A lot of money and doing something
Yeah,
else.
I think this is totally fine. Cheong has already shown that he doesn't really want to give up even second pair. He's
So
just going
we,
to try and get it to a showdown.
Show up and it's just like so much
Super quick
content.
check
So
back
I
for
tried to make
Davis
learning
there.
paths. So I have everyone start with like
25.
an FTT crash course with structures,
Oh.
the most common spots that come up.
Cheong with a
Playing
small
against
little
big
bet on the
blind.
river here, and Davies
Yeah,
lets
straight
it
up
go.
big blind, double barreling, club catching.
Queen 8-10 rainbow flop here. Joseph Cheong involved again. He's got the best of it so far. I see Joe has bled some chips in the first couple hours of his day one, and
He was a little bit lower. He was in the 40s. Climbed back slightly recently, but still below starting.
blinds 3-5-5. Still early.
Yeah, I mean,
Still
everyone
just
is
chilling with
yeah,
100 BBs.
Still plenty deep here. Davis is just pouncing on this one after it gets checked to him. Barbie's out of the way.
Looks like Joe and Davis are going to battle again here.
I think Cheong has shown that he, kind of wants to just go into check call mode against Davis, being out of position. Let Davis bet some weaker hands. Keep all of his bluffs in, as you do here.
Donnie P,
fire
we are barreling.
Oh yes. He's just going for it with the 6 high. Drawing completely dead here. The only chance that Davis has is if he can blow Cheong off this hand, but
I don't know what event that was. I don't know what event.
I wonder if he's thinking about the quick check back on the turn from the previous hand.
yeah, he could very well.
Yeah, it seemed like
Davis picks up some showdown value, checks it back on the river, and Cheong's going to collect this one. So back up over starting.
Joseph Cheong is going to go ahead and fire away with the King Jack. We all know that he loves the old King Jack. And if the family needs, I got a nice place in Summerlin. We got a pool and everything. You're welcome anytime, you and the crew. It's
Thank
funny too, Donnie, how you mentioned the AC breaking. My friend Jared texted me. He goes, I'm staying at my girlfriend's house. The AC just went out. It's 89 degrees.
It's
Can
because
we-
it's 120 degrees outside.
Yeah, and he texted me and said, can I stay at your house with my girlfriend and the dog? And I said, of course. The dog has to be comfortable. Very important.
If anybody bricks the main event, maybe starting an AC company in Las Vegas. Could run it back up.
Yeah, make that 10K back real quick.
I'm gonna check my AC right now.
Acosta here flops the world. Cheong and Barbie. Better hope they don't drill a straight. Checks around, turns a jack, so Cheong and Barbie improved to 2 pair, of course, still behind the flopped full house for Acosta. Cheong comes betting 2K. Acosta's gonna waste no time in raising 6K.
You kids watching at home, if you have been aggressive in previous hands, then maybe you can be aggressive when you have the nuts too, or close to it, and they won't believe you.
Yeah, Barbie not going anywhere. He's gonna make the call. Now it's back over to Cheong.
That feels like a loose one to me.
Not for Barbie. He's been involved with inferior cards. For him, the pair of jacks must be looking really sweet as Acosta gets the check mark here.
And that is the face of a man that knows that he is firing.
Yeah.
Just
How
a
big
question.
are we going, sir?
How much?
Is that body language you look at and pick up on and try to verify?
I would be clocking that after I see the showdown with what he looked like before that. Yeah. If you get to see a showdown. We are obviously here with privileged information.
$17.5 requested here from Acosta.
Can't imagine he's getting paid off here.
And Barbie tosses it into the muck.
Fire a little 8,000, maybe you get a call there.
What's Barbie's VPIP again, Donnie? 47% now?
Yes. It's gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
up after this hand because he's in there with 2 8s.
Makes it
3,700.
3,700.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, day 1A of the main, you see all sorts of different opening sizes that you're just not used to.
Oh,
King
this could be trouble.
8-7, and Barbie flops a set against Joseph Cheong, and this man has been very aggressive. I wonder how Cheong is going to play back at him.
Down bet the flop. How about that?
Wow, 3K and a call, 6 of spades on the turn.
If Cheong continues to play this like he has played many pots against Barbie, he's just going to check call, and then that can be troublesome because Barbie can just, blast off here, and we'll see what size he comes with on the river.
River brings the 10 of clubs after Barbie bets 3K again on the turn.
Brick eight's hard.
Wow, and it goes check, check. And Joseph Cheong saved by Barbie betting small there. He could have made it really difficult here with a bigger bet. Secondary
I think
table.
they too.
Joseph Cheong all in for his tournament life with 7-8, 2 pair.
Look,
And he is up against the better 2 pair of no. And no indeed for Joseph Cheong
Me too.
as he
Good luck.
departs on the final hand of the night.